Good afternoon. This is Tim Espinoza here with Identifix. We're going to do a quick run through on setting up packages and inventory. Okay, this is going to be for an oil change package. So the first thing we're going to look at is adding inventory. I got a 10W40 weight oil, conventional oil I want to add into the system. Okay, that I am getting through Shell. And it is their name brand of Shell oil. All right, and it's costing us $1.95 a quart, and the retail on this is going to be $3.99. Okay, we're going to stock it. Okay, minimum we're going to have on hand is 20 quarts, and the maximum is 200. All right, so in order for us to get it into the system, a couple of things need to take place first, because we need to make sure Shell is not only set up as a vendor, but as the brand name in the system as well. Okay, so I'm going to click on the inventory tab. All right, and first thing I want to do is go into my line codes to make sure Shell is in here as a company or brand, I should say. So when I click on Find, I go to my drop-down arrow now up top, hit S to get to the Shell, and we'll just scroll through to see if it's in here. We got STP, everything else. On my system, there is no Shell, so what we're going to do is add Shell. So when you add a brand in here, or a vendor, whichever it's going to be, you come up with your brand abbreviation, and then just put it in, spell it. Your group code, what kind of parts are we getting from these guys? So oil change parts, okay, parts class, I'm going to put engine oil. And my main vendor is not in here, so I can go back and put the vendor in as Shell as well and have it in over there. All right, so I got this set up. I'm going to price this with my pricing grid. So if I do any outside pricing there, all right, and we'll go ahead and save this as it is right now. Okay, now I do need to get a vendor in here, which I didn't do yet, so we'll add. All right, now we have a vendor and we have the brand in the system. And the brand and the vendor had to be the same name, so we can price them the same. All right, we can go into our parts inventory and add the oil now. Okay, so to add, when we're in the parts inventory, we just double click on any item, and we're going to click on add. First thing we need is the brand, so we need to put Shell in there. The part number, I'm going to use 10W40. Description 10W40. Motor oil. If you want to put an alternate part number in there, you may do that. Then we'll put our vendor where we get it from. Okay, this is the part information. Next tab over, we're going to make sure this is going to come up under engine oil. This is going to be our retail price now. And I said $3.99 is what we wanted it at. Our cost is going to be $1.95. And the important part on this page, besides the cost and retail, is that we set it up with the proper coding here. If we put it under engine oil, it's going to come up under your conventional oils. If we put it under diesel or synthetic, it comes up under the diesel or synthetic, and so on all the way down the line. So to separate, we're going to make sure this is on the engine oil. All right, then our purchasing inventory. We're going to set our minimum and our maximum. So I said our minimum was going to be 20 quarts, and our maximum was going to be 200. And it's a stocking item. We can put the unit of measure as quarts, so that's what we sell it in as a quart, and save my information. I close out, go back to my parts inventory, and I'll put my 10W, if I could spell today, 10W40. So I'll make my adjustment here. And I got 200 on hand. So I go right back to the main page for natural. I hit my OK and don't print. All right, now we're going to do a conventional motor oil change in the packages. Okay, so a couple things you need to set up on the system. Motor oil is one of the basics, and the next is going to be the packages. So under inventory, maintenance, and packages, so inventory up top, maintenance, package, maintain packages. I know my conventional standard oil change up to 7 quarts is under LOF. All right, so let's just do a different one, and we'll just add a different and make a brand new one here. So let's just call this LOF2. Oh, let's make me do a description, which I'm trying to get in here. It's conventional oil change. It's going to be an oil change package. Now, one of the first things we want to look up in any vehicle is the capacity. So up in the search field, start typing in capacity and hit your filter. And you'll see the different types of capacity we have. We've got AT fluid capacity, trans fluid capacity, cooling, engine oil capacity right here is what we want. The next part lookup we want is we need to know what viscosity is recommended by the manufacturer. So I'll put viscosity. Okay, so there's a searchable field for the two of them. Now we want to choose the oil type, so it's going to be a standard oil since we just put the 10W40. All right, and then we could add part or a part lookup. And how about oil filter? Okay, that's in there. So we've got capacity, viscosity, oil type, the oil filter. Now let's add service. And what we need here is labor. And we'll just scroll down to fluid exchange labor. So put your description in here, whatever you like it to be. Okay, so we've got that, and a lot of shops like to add in, well, they want to do their own time. They don't necessarily do a full hour on it. On the shops I've been working with, it's anywhere from about $12 to $20 for the labor itself. So we'll just go kind of in the middle here, and we'll do $16.45 on the labor. All right, and what I'm going to do over here is we're not going to make that calculable. So we're not going to calculate the price, but we'll calculate the time and price on the filter, oil type, viscosity, and the capacity. Okay, I could also add a note, or I could also add more service items or whatever it may be. So if I want to add another service item, maybe we want to put a fee on here and disposal fee. You could add all that in, and we're going to come over to the sequence now, and we want to sequence this the way we want it to show on the ticket. I just happened to put it in the order I wanted, so 1, 2, 3, 6 there. All right, then I'm going to save. Hit my OK. So I got everything here. Actually, we need the oil. Now, the oil type, when we choose this, most cars take anywhere from 4 to 7 quarts. So if we have 5 quarts here, we can go change that 5 down, but we can't go up. So I always put them at 7 on the oil changes. That way, I could always reduce the amount of oil. All right, we're still going to calculate the price and everything. I'll hit my OK now, and that's under the LOF2. Okay, so if I close this, first thing I want to do, I want to exit, go to my repair shop, open any ticket that you have open or get a new one in, and let's go ahead and run our package. So we're doing the LOF2. So there's our capacity, which we wanted. This is 6 quarts here. There's our recommended viscosity, and here's our oil types. So there's the oil that we just added in, the Shell. I just wanted to show you this is why we put it in a certain way. I already have my others in here. So we'll do the 5W30. We'll get in here. Now we can choose the filter. The filter is one of my stock filters. And I'll hit OK, and everything comes over. So it looks like for my package is 5166 total. I need to bring my oil capacity down to 6. Changes my price. And there I go. So 47.77 on the conventional oil change on this ticket. So that's for package, adding oil, adding a package, and making it our own. Now we could label this or put this in any specific order we want. Now once we save that, we could print it and move forward. But that is building a package, putting parts in, and checking it on the system.